Guess who's back? Back again. MT's back. Call a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? MT is back. Let's go. Who Dat Nation? What's going on? Will Scott with you here today on Saints Now. Michael Thomas is back. According to Nick Underhill, Michael Thomas back. This tweet got like 2,000 retweets today. Just a 4-word tweet. Shout out Nick Underhill, and MT is back. Number 13. Look at this. Catching something from Jameis earlier today at training camp. He's back on the field. We talked about last week he was placed on the PUP list. We thought he was going to miss the start of training camp. That is not the case. Michael Thomas is on the football field, and this is why you subscribe, because we're going to be bringing you Saints training camp news and notes, winners, losers, news, reactions, and more. You don't want to miss anything. Go down and hit that big red subscribe button. Here's what Thomas said today. He feels good, believes he will be the same player he was in 2019 when he won the NFL Offensive Player of the Year, ran routes side by side with Jarvis Landry. Saints tweeted a video of him running routes, able to make quick cuts. He looked great. No limp, no nothing. This coming from Brooke Kerhofer, who said this. She is a reporter for WWL. In regards to Michael Thomas's ankle injury and eventual surgery last June, he says he got two different opinions from doctors initially. One said he could rehab it and not need surgery and be good to go by camp last year. That wasn't the case and had to get surgery missing the 2021 season. I think a lot of us have similar stories. When one doctor is wrong, I actually had something similar happen to me. I'm obviously not in the same stratosphere when it comes to Michael Thomas, but something very similar happened to me. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. Here is what Nick Underhill said. Michael Thomas moved well, no limp, participated in individual routes on air, no full team work yet. That coming from Nick Underhill. Here is what Michael Thomas said. He had a little press conference. I'm at a loss for words. It's a blessing to be out there with the guys, being able to perfect my craft and compete and encourage guys and get ready to help Dennis Allen win some football games. Here's what MT tweeted. Y'all favorite fantasy doctor lied. Hashtag unfollow at Can't Guard Mike. Oh, I'm so fired up. Are you excited to have Michael Thomas back? If so, go and spam 13 down in the comments section. I want to see a comments record here on Saints Now. Go and spam 13 down in the comments section. Guess who's back? It's not just Michael Thomas. It's Trace Gerard, producer Trace, joining us here on the program. Trace, are you fired up?
Man, I have not been this pumped up in so long. It feels so good to finally have Michael Thomas back, have him in a Saints jersey, have him in a uniform, catching passes, hanging out with the team. He's at the facilities. It is incredible to finally have this back. I mean...
And not only is he back, he was looking good today.
He looks great. I mean, like, if you look at the video the Saints tweeted, he has a little cut, stop to the remove, and then he goes and then cuts back with the ball. It stutter steps, tiptoe on the sideline. I mean, he's good. He's back. I've chugged and consumed the Kool-Aid. 12 wins. 12 wins. I'm not
watch out, Buccaneers. Watch out, Tom Brady.
Chugged the Kool-Aid. I mean, and kind of a cool thing about Michael Thomas is at the press conference he had after, practice and stuff, he was having, a lot of issues and having some, trouble holding back his emotions because it was his first practice back in, 2 years it feels like? I mean, I would get emotional too if I haven't been out there being able to perfect and work on my craft with my team and with my people. And Dennis Allen also said that Michael Thomas wants to be out here and that he wants to help the team win games, move the chains, get down the field, extend plays and stuff. And Michael Thomas is already speaking very, very highly of Jameis, actually. I'm going to pull up this quote really quickly because I found it extremely interesting. Jameis is the ultimate competitor. He always shows up ready to work. It's not like you're going to outwork him. You're not going to deny him, and he always has this energy. He always brings that energy and passion, and we feed off of that. I'm excited to play with him, and I'm excited to help him move the chains. And, I mean, when you take a quick look at the depth chart, I do not think we're going to have any issues moving those chains.
Absolutely not. You draft Chris Olave, Traquan Smith, you bring in Jarvis Landry as well. You have Callaway. I mean, this is a loaded depth chart for the Saints, and having MT back is huge. You know, all these Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans are like, oh, we got Julio Jones. Well, you know what? Michael Thomas is back. The division is in shambles.
Yeah, they have a Julio Jones. Okay, we have a Cam Jordan, a Tyrann Mathieu, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. The list goes on. Marshawn Lattimore, Paulson Adebo. I mean, okay, you got Julio and Tom Brady. Never been an issue.
How many receptions is Michael Thomas going to have this season? Go down and predict it down in the comments section. I'm curious to hear what y'all think. And also, while you're down there, go and click on the link, chatsports.com/Bayou, because we're offering you this t-shirt for 40% off. Bayou football, man, I love that. All about the boot. You love to see it. Chatsports.com/Bayou. I think, Trace, are you wanting me to get the gat? Get the gat? Get the gat? You know, my boy Joey B, it's going to be, that's going to be an emotional day for me and a lot of other Saints fans when Joe Burrow comes to the Superdome, because a lot of us Saints fans are also LSU fans. Trace, you're an Arkansas fan. I hope we don't have any people unsubscribe for that reason, but that's going to be a lot of fun this year when the Tigers and the Hawks get together, that's for sure.
Yeah, here's the thing. I was an Arkansas alum. I love my Tigers. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about the boot and stuff, but I did go to Arkansas.
Boo this man.
Hey, boo me, it's fine.
Trace in the chat.
Boo me, it's fine, but I still bleed black and gold, and I'm damn proud of it.
Let's go, man. Follow producer Trace on Twitter at TraceGerard48 as we're continuing to bring you Saints training camp coverage, and there is an update on Marcus Maye, one of the newest members of this Saints defense, who's recovering from a torn Achilles. He suffered it while with the New York Jets, and here is what he said. Everything is going well in rehab. He is right on schedule. Jameis also recovering from an injury. Obviously, that torn ACL that he suffered in Week 7 last season. Keep in mind the Saints were a 5-2 football team with this guy. Jameis says on playing in the preseason, that question has to be rhetorical. Here's what he said about QB coach Ronald Curry. When he speaks, you listen, and I think a lot of people will say the same thing about Jameis Winston. When he speaks, people listen. He is really, really taken this locker room and has everybody bought in. So I love Jameis and excited to see him back on the field. If that isn't for the preseason, so be it. They want to take this very precautionary and make sure he's ready to roll come Week 1 against Atlanta, which would be an easy win with or without Jameis. Taysom Hill, he is recovering from a Lisfranc injury. That's something to monitor as well. Now, he was on the field today, and it was interesting. Dennis Allen even said that he's still going to be taking some snaps under center, Trace. I am honestly a little bit surprised at that.
Yeah, so for me personally, I was a little bit surprised about that as well. That being said, I kind of don't hate it. You know, of course, Jameis is going to be QB1. I think that we have to acknowledge the fact that Taysom Hill is not going to be ever taking QB snaps legitimately for a game because we have Andy Dalton as our backup, and that's fine. And I hate to say it, throw in maybe Ian Book instead of Taysom Hill and keep him as the tight end, flex, whatever, just to kind of keep it rolling. Mm-hmm. I don't hate it. I think that it's interesting. I do know that he looked good today. Nick Underhill also reported that he had some great reps as a pass catcher. He was able to, get open, make some good plays on the ball and stuff. That Lisfranc injury is pretty serious. It's not something that you can really, mess around with. So it's good to hear that he's, recovering and he's moving forward with his recovery pretty quickly, in my opinion. I kind of love hearing that. And I also am excited to see how Taysom Hill fits as a tight end. I think that we have seen some phenomenal, usage of him in the past under Sean Payton's offense, but how much of that is actually Pete Carmichael, I'm curious to see how is he going to utilize him as the tight end. He's going to have him, running the ball a little bit, going out for passes, blocking and stuff, because it's no mystery he has the talent.
He's an athlete.
He's an athlete, exactly. My biggest thing, he is not a quarterback, but he is a dang good football player. And I love Taysom Hill. I'm sorry if you disagree. That's just my opinion.
And I wonder if a reason if they're open to him playing a little bit of quarterback in training camp is because you have one of your quarterbacks, your starting quarterback, Jameis, not on the field.
Yeah, and that's the other big thing is with Jameis, coming off of that injury, it makes it kind of difficult in order to really, have a lot of trust and faith in him. I mean, we're less than 9 months removed and stuff. So, obviously, modern medicine is at a very incredible place. He is going to be okay. He's going to be ready to go Week 1. I do like that Taysom Hill maybe take a few snaps a couple times a game, maybe not even every game, just to kind of switch it up, give the defense something different to look at, and give the defense something to kind of be like, oh, what's going on here? Just keep the offense fresh, keep it kind of unpredictable, if you will.
Right, absolutely. And folks, go down, turn on your notifications, because any Saints training camp news that happens, we will bring you here on Saints Now. And if you made it to the end of this video, go down and type "Who Dat" down in the comment section. We appreciate you guys being real ones. Go down and comment below. Also, shout out to Michael, Drew, and Victor Gordon. We appreciate you subscribing and watching the channel.